Why don't you win your Stronghold TD games? Well, in this video we're going to be covering exactly the reasons why you are not able to win your Stronghold games, and we're going to do a in-depth analysis on how you can improve your gameplay. Stronghold TD is a multiplayer tower defense where you have to cooperate with your team and coordinate attacks in order to take down the enemy's headquarters. But what are the perks to qualify you as a good player? Essentially, what makes you a good competitor? First, we have tower optimization. First, make sure your towers cover the maximum ground as possible to optimize their damage output. In the carry lane, for instance, you should always place your towers in the corners, which are marked by the red dots on your screen. And finally, what combination of tower offer the most damage per second? Well, after some PhD level mathematics, we came up with this solution. With the same amount of gold spent, you're able to get 8 guard towers or 4 magic towers fully upgraded. But the magic towers offer a better damage output per second, so upgrade your towers, kids. Basically, don't mass, just upgrade towers. Coming up next, income management. You always want to be saving around half of the required gold needed to tech up, minus 10%. Let me explain. For example, if your next tier is 400 gold, you want to divide the value by 2, which would be 200, and then subtract 10%, which comes to 180. By saving this way, you're able to tech up in 20 seconds, which is equivalent of 2 income timers, granted the fact that you will receive gold from killing creeps on your path. And lastly, some advanced tips. Upgrading towers is always better to do it systematically, meaning that every time you're upgrading a tower, it's better to do them one by one, depending on the amount of defensive structures needed during the round. By saving that little amount of gold needed to upgrade those towers, you're essentially saving up that gold and sending more units, therefore increasing your lead in the long run. When it comes to sending those next tier units, you never want to be sending those golems because they offer way too much bounty compared to the next tier units, which would be the Moon Riders. Another good trick would be to have your camera in the middle of the map to anticipate any incoming sends by your enemies, so you are prepared. Enough with the talking now and the explanation, so let's see, what does peak performance look like? Hey, what's up guys, it's Vimp here. So you guys saw the fun little editing I did at the beginning of the video. Hope you guys did enjoy that little segment. It was definitely really fun to make. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see more of those editing styles. Obviously I'm kidding with peak performance and everything, but I just wanted to kind of do a little video showcasing what I am kind of talking about and everything, right? So I got a full lobby in the old school The Frozen Throne game of Stronghold TD Remastered. We're going to try our best to win this game and apply some concept that we did talk about in the beginning of the video. So, yeah, just let me know. By the way, yeah. Guys, please let me know if you want to see more of these in the future, like more quality uploads like this. I wouldn't mind doing 2 or 3 uploads a week, and maybe putting a little bit more time into them. So yeah, let me know. What do you guys think? Anyways, jumping into this game. Pretty straightforward. We said we were going to kind of hold at the beginning, so this guy did exactly that. So you definitely want to upgrade those towers as much as possible. Let's build some more because we seem to be leaking a little bit, but that's fine, right? We definitely want to be upgrading more towers than we're just building more overall, so we're going to go with maybe this tower here, maybe start sending some units, and obviously want to systematically upgrade towers, right? So in this case, I'm pretty much noticing that I'm getting a lot of units sent towards me, so I want to be upgrading more units, right? Or more towers, defensive structures, so yeah. Want to be sending at the same time, not lose too much on income, and yeah, obviously you guys want to be hotkeying your stuff right? Because that's a really quick access to, for example, structure or like a sending unit or your unit builder or whatever it's called. And yeah, I usually have 1, 2, 3. So pretty straightforward. When do I want to be saving? Since my next tier is 800, I want to be saving around 400. That's the kind of optimal or saving point, but I guess it depends on the circumstances of the game. It's never really consistent, so maybe around 300 wouldn't be too bad if I'm getting a lot of units, right? So yeah, now we seem to be getting those priests, so we might want to go for a bit more upgrades. Let's wait for one more income. I guess it doesn't apply for the beginning. I think it's maybe for later stages of the game would apply a little bit better. But at least that's how I've been seeing it to work well for me. So you guys can take whatever advice I've put into the video and use it and apply it to yourselves. And actually let me know in the comments what do you guys think about them. And you know, if there's anything to add, just let me know. I'm just curious to always improve and, you know, learn from you guys. So yeah. It's pretty much a learning experience as well. I don't claim to be the, you know, the best Stronghold player too, so this is how I've been playing the games, and you know, it works for me just fine. So yeah. We're gonna start saving in a bit. It seems that they're sending grunts already, which is crazy. Starting upgrading a little bit more because obviously there's a lot more units. Obviously for, I would say this round, you want to build a little bit more because, you know, grunts. Grunts are freaking OP. So those 2 extra towers work just fine. Okay, so he's building a little bit of towers, so that's good. I don't need to go in the back there. Might want to start saving around, I would say 1,200 or something close of something along those lines. Hopefully he builds a little bit. That's good. We did kind of overbuild here. This guy's a little bit ahead, which is good for him. Start saving here. We're getting a lot of leaks from all sides, so that's why you kind of want to maybe either hold or just overbuild on towers, right? So this was a very bad example of saving income because you see I'm missing a little bit of gold until I really upgrade. So you want to upgrade in such a way that you're able to wait 2 incomes and then pretty much upgrade a tier up and get you know, to the next stage of the game. So yeah, it's important to know, but you kind of learn that from, you know, playing the game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the best way for you. Oh my god, no way. Upgrade here. Like this guy's doing a good thing, but we can't afford to lose players, right? Because he's saving a lot of gold, which is a good thing, right? He's just going to lose his base if he doesn't upgrade. That's crazy. Yeah, so we've been kind of focused there, so we've been losing a bit of time. So yeah, like I mentioned before, it is a team game after all, right? So the outcome of the game really depends on your team. So Purple, for example, hasn't built any auras here. So that's why we might lose the game, you know? So we're close to... This guy's really, really ahead. I guess we could start waiting for that. Let's wait a little bit more. We got it. Nice. Start sending these. We might want to go for a bit more some wizards because there's a lot of leaks from both sides here, especially on the left side here, because we have 1 lever, right? So the outcome of the games are always freaking different, right? So my case, kind of unlucky, right? I'm missing 1 player. Well, he got destroyed his base because my aura player was refusing to upgrade his... which is a classic. Let's go for more of these wizards. I kind of want to be upgrading these towers systematically, like we've discussed before. I want to be sending, right? We're at 5k, which is should be saving around this point, so that's good for me. This guy should be sending archers in a bit. Yep, like predicted. Also want to be keeping your camera angle over here so you guys are notified whenever they are up sending those next tier units. So it's a good indicator for you guys, right? Start upgrading a little bit more because those archers are pretty powerful. Oops, that's not the ones I wanted to be sending. Let's go for a little bit more wizards right here. Should do the trick. They cover a lot of ground, so should be good. Can kind of start saving in a bit. 2.5, which is around 10k. So let's start saying a little bit more archers. We'll reach 10k or close to 10k. We're gonna start saving. So yellow's doing a pretty good job at being a little bit more ahead, which is good. I like myself a good challenge. Oops, that was a bad. I should have never sent here. Okay, that's good. Got our next tier. Let's upgrade. Now this is a pretty good point where we have to get at least 2 boats. For the splash damage, right? They seem to be sending quite a bit, so we're going to get a little bit more boats than normal, just because we can't afford to have these guys in the back feel too much pressure, right? Because this guy, we know for a fact that he doesn't upgrade whatsoever. So that's good. Normally, if you have a really decent aura player, he will build auras very early, so you... Because I think this escalated quite heavily on me. The fact that this guy had the... Does he have the auras? Yeah, the fact that this guy has the auras and I didn't for the first part of the game puts me a little bit behind, but it's not too bad, right? You can still kind of come back from it. So if you kind of apply the same principles that I've kind of talked a little bit about, you guys could still be ahead on the game. Like you see, I'm still the first one somehow, right? Even though I didn't have auras and the other guy had, and the auras obviously make a huge difference in this game. So revenants are obviously more tanky, so we want to be upgrading a little bit more. Getting a good amount of gold from these kills here, since we have one more lane as well that we're getting gold from. So I guess that's one of the reasons that I'm a little bit more ahead, which is not too bad, not too bad. So we should have enough to start upgrading. Maybe wait one more income. Getting close to that point here. Let's upgrade next tier. Obviously, we do not want to go towards sending those golems, because those golems give out 5k gold bounty, which is crazy if you ask me. And we're still able to hold these lanes just fine, just with boats, guys. You see how gold efficient this is? So that's the difference. When you play a lot this game, you start to understand what kind of combination of towers holds what, right? So it's kind of your job to kind of, you know, play this game and, you know, get a good feel for it. Start saving gold here, upgrade this, go for next tier. So Nishas in this case. Kind of anticipate what they're about to send. Or go with Nishas. They're going to have to start upgrading a little bit more here. So this guy invested heavily in defenses and really key positions like we talked before, which is good. But he invested way too much gold, right? You don't need that much. Even here, I'm investing too much gold, right? You don't need that many archers. You need like two or three, and you're gonna be just fine. So that's why that gives us a really big edge, like you see over here. This guy's investing a lot in defenses, which is good. They might be going for a late game. I guess we could start saving for next tier. If they want to be sending those cavaliers as soon as possible. Still not sending anything here, which is interesting, right? Obviously want to start sending these cavaliers. I forgot about that. Okay, so finally we get these golems. which is a very good news for us. That means a lot of feed. These are pretty much useless, but there's no reason for me to destroy them. They do a little bit of damage, so I mean, I'm not complaining. Start investing a little bit more into our defenses here. Now we're going to wait for the next tier income. We are going to go straight to Illidan's because they offer the best gold value for income, right? So that's what we're going to go for. Since we're not getting any gold, we might send one shade. Oh, so this one just had actually went till in the back. I'm pretty surprised. These guys are sending childs. Interesting. Never send childs. It's very important, guys. If you ever do, start building some archers in the back because they're pretty good. These archers are very crucial, guys, because they. Well, actually, let's start upgrading because we might. Oh, we might actually lose here. Did he do that much damage? Okay, that's good because I can actually focus on. I'm actually alone here, so that's good. Am I gonna die here? I'm not. So let's play this alone. That's good for me. I like this. It's gonna give me a good challenge. Take 4. Do we have to take something else? Take 3. So we're playing alone against all of these guys. I kind of like this. So let's hotkey this. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, let's start upgrading because since now the game is a little bit different how we should be playing it because we're missing a lot of players, so we're gonna have to be a little bit more defensive. So when I say a little bit more, I mean a lot. Make sure that we're building up a bit of income too. Obviously build a bit more devil towers because bloodhaven towers, that's the one I was looking for. I'm gonna start hotkeying all of the auras on 4. Okay, so we're in a pretty bad spot here. Sorry, I'm actually focusing quite a bit here. Let's try to see if we can actually beat these guys. I don't know if we will be able to. We're gonna try our best though. We're gonna start saving actually here and only focus on income. Normally you save around 40k, 400k, sorry. Okay, this is gonna be interesting if we ever survive this actually. I doubt we will be able to. We're gonna try it. No! Oh, so close. Oh my god. Are we actually winning this? So we're destroying this base. Send some more bloodhavens. We should have saved here and not send a lot of bloodhavens. We're just pressuring them. That's all we're doing. Okay, so somehow I survived there, which is interesting. Keep upgrading these auras as much as possible. Holy. Solo carrying this like always. You guys know how it goes, right? Make them think that we're kind of sending a little bit at the same time. Okay. This is crazy for a game I had to showcase. I mean, there's no better game, right? Let's actually start saving, guys, because we will lose if we don't. Because there are 4, right? They could send a lot of freaking bloodhavens at the same time. This guy's sending quite interestingly. Alright, I think we're gonna go negative income. Let's do it. I have no choice because they're gonna take this. The more time I give them, the more archers they're gonna be on the map. So let's not give them too much time to brave here. Let's hope that we can send good amounts of blood events here. This is not enough for sure, but you know, we're gonna try our best. Alright, let's start upgrading. Alright, more blood heaving towers, please. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to dish. We won. That's crazy. We were about to lose too, I think. There's no way I would have killed these guys. GG. Well played. Nice. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm just gonna use this this file. So guys, don't forget, I do not claim to be the best Stronghold TD player, but this I guess was a decent game. I guess pretty down to the wire. I think I would have died here these 4 last ones, but yeah, I had to micromanage 4 of them, which wasn't anticipated for this video. But you know what? It was a pretty fun one nonetheless. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy this editing style and this game overall. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Stay subscribed. I'll also hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever I'm uploading another video. But apart from that, I'm going to be talking to you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.